everybody, and welcome back to another Rosh Reviews. And today we really have got a treat because I am sitting in a 2002 AU XR8 Pursuit 250. And guys, only 248 were ever made. This one does have the T5. It's manual, and just look at this ute. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, guys. So today we're in this thing, we're gonna drive it, we're gonna review it, and this is rather special. That is a noise. That is a noise, people. And you know, to be able to do that in a manual too, oh, it is so sweet. Now under the bonnet, guys, this has the 5.6 liter Windsor Stroker, whatever you want to call this thing. You know, it is a Windsor motor, was originally a 5 liter, imported from North America. Tickford got their hands on it. They bored it out to 5.6 liters, you know, reprofiled the crank here, you know, gave it a bigger throttle body, new pistons, new conrods, you know, upgrade manifold. They just went and did all the good mods you'd think of to do with this thing. And you know what I mean? This thing sounds fantastic. It does have an exhaust system. It does have upgraded brakes. And from what I'm told, that is basically it. So look, again, from factory, this 5.6 liter was going to be pushing 250 kilowatts to the crank, and I believe it was about 500 newton meters of torque. So, you know, these were really quite healthy numbers when this came out back in 2002. And again, you know, you could have got this in the 4-speed automatic, the BTR, or the T5, the 5-speed manual, which we have in this. And honestly, that's the way to go. I absolutely love this thing in manual. It's fun to drive. The noises are right. You got that control, that feel. It's the way you had to have it. And again, only 248 of these things. Man, it is a rare beast. Now, obviously, this thing was competing with the Maloo. You know, I think we've been looking at 2002, you know, we had the VY Maloo, LS1, they were a 5.7 imported engine as well, the LS from America. You know, at least with this one, it did have somewhat of use as a utility vehicle. Look, the payload in the back, I believe, is only rated at about 400 kilos, so it's not much, but this thing can still tow, I think, 2.3 ton. So, you know, it's still a bit of a workhorse, this car. And again, the fact it's in the manual, it drives really well. You know, I love the AU. It's got leaf springs in the back, so, you know, depending on the road, it is a little bit bumpy, but man, it just loves the country roads. We're out here in New South Wales, and my goodness, it's a vibe. Yeah, this thing, big old vehicle, 1.7 ton. She's long, she's heavy, she likes to drink, but my goodness, she will put a smile on your face. I'll tell you what. And this thing is special. And guys, you know, I absolutely love the spec of this vehicle too. You know, it's got the leather on the inside, the white really pops, you know, the paintwork, the owner is just really taking great care of this. You know, it's got, I think on the clock, 173,000 kilometers, but you know, this thing still drives well. You know, we're talking a car 20 years old, over 20 years old now, and you see this thing, especially with those 18-inch alloys here. I believe, what were these things called again, guys? I'm losing my mind here. The Azurus, they're off the T-Series, and man, they look good. They're hot. You know, I believe these were on the TE50 I reviewed. If you want to see that video again, click the pop-up banner right here. That was a really fun car. And yeah, this Ute, it is just, it's magic. It really is. And you know, again, when you can just kind of ease into it, you hear that 5.6 liter scream. Oh yes. She is good. Now let's just talk about price here, because back when this came out, you were going to be spending about 54 grand for this Ute, and that was a lot of money in 2002. That was not cheap, but you were getting something really special, rare. You know, these things were limited. They only ended up making 248. They were supposed to make 250. I'm not sure why they just didn't do the last two. Come on, Ford. But you know what I mean? I think if you were smart enough to buy one of these, hold on to it. It definitely could be an investment. Now, look, on the used market, there just aren't many of these things available. I think I saw 2 currently listed on car sales, and they were ranging from, you know, 30 to 40 grand. You know, and obviously, if you found one that was a barn find, low case, you know, these things will just go up in value. There is a huge cult following on the AU, as we should know on this channel. And yeah, this one, it is special. Now, guys, remember, I have partnered up with Driver here in Australia. They do financing. They will find you the best deal. They will give you a $150 fuel card, and they're going to help me out as well. So, hey, it's a win-win for everybody involved. If you need a little bit of finance, you know, just for anything, but including your dream car, click the link in the description down below. That's really going to help me out and get you the best deal. And you know, I used to have the BA. It was the 6-speed, Series 2. Boss 260, guys. And man, I love that car. You know, that Ute, I should say. It reminds me, because the back end of this thing is basically exactly the same as what was on my B Series. But yeah, these AUs, man, they were built different. They were. You know, I'm gonna say it. I love my B Series, but I think the AU was probably one of the, if not the best, in terms of just, you know, built in Australia, engineered, designed to last the test of time. Falcon, Ford, Australia, they ever made, because you still just see these things ticking over. You know, I did a review of one of these things, and an XR8 Windsor AU, it had bloody 350,000 Ks, and we were still ripping it. You know what I mean? The guy uses it as a fun track car. The reliability is here. You know, they built these things to last, just like the Barra. But yeah, how funny would that be? A Barra in an AU, that really would last the test of time, wouldn't it? And look, you know, the pedals in this thing are a little bit squishy. The steering, it is definitely a little bit doughy. It's a little bit light. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't buy this thing for its amazing track performance, because is it really that fast? No. Is it fun? Yes. Does it sound amazing? Yes. And, you know, just in that straight line acceleration, just rowing gears, that's the joy. That's the smile you get out of this thing. You know, it's not a precision, dialed in sports car. It is a big old Ute with a big old motor up front, and she's heavy, you know what I mean? But you drop it down a gear, you get on it. You're gonna be smiling. Oh yes. It still gets up and moves, you know, it's just a different kind of power. These Windsors, again, you know, this one, the 5.6 liter here, it definitely feels more old school, you know, and I've always said that with 5 liter motors anyways. And even the LS1, you know, the 5.7 liter in the Holdens, they sound really good. They do. And this is, you know, no different. You know, it's got that more raspy, more muscle car sound to it. I just feel like it does, you know. And again, guys, leave in the comments, do you think that as well, the 5 liters, even this is a 5.6 or the LS1 5.7, I feel like they got that bit nicer note. You know, the Boss does sound good, but yeah, these are special. Now guys, if you are enjoying this type of content, make sure you're hitting that big red subscribe button, hitting the bell notifications, liking the video, commenting, because that really, really does help me out tremendously on just growing the audience here, getting those subscribers up, having more people watch the videos, just allows me to travel more, find these awesome cars throughout Australia, and show them for you guys. So again, it really does go a long way, hitting that like button, subscribing, and sharing it with your mates. Now let's just pull up on this back road. We'll find out what the 0 to 100 is. Look, I'm not going to go too crazy in it. Just, you know, obviously it's a rare car. You'd hate to damage it. So we'll just ease into it and see what she'll get. Here we go. Woo! I had to get it into third. You know, the back end, she was doing a bit of a skippity hop. You know, again, light in the rear. You got those leaf springs in the back. So, you know, it definitely can struggle a little bit to get the power down. You need some weight back there, but man, it's fun to do. Let's have a look at the time though. Now 0 to 100, guys, I did a 7.6. I know a lot of you guys will be whinging. The car could do better, but let's not remember, it's got 173,000 Ks. It's from 2002. This thing is over 20 years old. We're on a back road. It's got 245 tires at the back. You know, I figured it'd be around the 7-second-ish, you know. So it is what it is, guys, but this thing is still so much fun. Now guys, I'm going to finish the video off here today. So look, a huge thank you to the owner for bringing down his AU XR8 Pursuit 250, because again, just the rarity of these things, the look, the feel of driving it, you know what I mean? It is there. This thing is special. I love it. It sounds $1,000,000. And oh, I wish I had this thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And we will see you on that next video.